Hi guys, my name is Wes and I am the Two-Fingered Bandit, bringing you some reviews of all sorts of different things. All Canadian based. Unboxing the Hero Black 5 in Canada. Just bought it from Best Buy. I have already unboxed it, as you can see, but I'm just going to kind of quickly redo it and go over everything. And I can't hold my phone and really do this, so there will be some moments in between where it blips in and out. It cost about $530, just shy of 600 after it was all said and done with taxes. And I will just pull it out here and give you some commentary on the way. First thing, I did read on a blog one time just a little while ago, they said keep this little base it comes with. It comes with this little base. You can rip it off the box. I already have once, and then it can sit, and apparently you can use it kind of like a tripod, that sort of a thing. So I decided I would do so. Okay, I'll show you what it comes with, and then we'll take it out of its case. Alright, it comes with a charging cable. It comes with the battery already inside it because I put it in there, and it comes with two of these little clamps. They're the sticky mounts. One of them is flat. This is the flat one, and then this is the curved one for putting on helmets and different things that are curved. It comes with instructions, which I haven't read yet. I don't think it comes with very much. It comes with the camera, it comes with the battery in there, these two mounts, and that thing, and that's it. It doesn't come with a wall charger even, and so I looked it up online. Their site said as long as you're getting 5 amps and 5 volts and 1 amp, you're fine. I grabbed my Samsung charger. I have a Samsung S5, and so I just use this wall charger adapter for it. Let's see if this thing will focus in. No. Anyways, it is 5 amps. I mean, it's 5 volts. It's 5 volts, 2 amps. Anyways, and so it's plenty good as long as it's 1 amp or more. It will do it, and at 5 volts. So I use that to charge it, and it charged it within a couple hours. It's now fully charged. And then that's just the box. Even though it's got lots of bulk packing, it doesn't really come with anything else in there. And now I will take the camera. A few things right away. Kind of a blessing and a curse. How hard some of this stuff is to open. I guess they do that because these are action cameras, and they're meant to not fall apart or malfunction on you when you're doing awesome, cool things. So getting this clip up, well, that wasn't too bad. This morning I couldn't even use my finger when I first woke up. And then the second thing is just getting it out of this housing. Obviously you want it in your housing really well. Maybe too, it's brand new, so it's a little bit harder when it's brand new. One-handed here, see what I can do. There. Alright, I did just get it out one-handed. So I think it's working a little bit loose since the first couple times I had it. I've already got the screen a little gummed up. So first things, you'll have to put the battery in. So that's the bottom here, and there's one trick I just found out a little bit because I actually scratched it already right there trying to open this goofy where the charging port is. Another thing to say right off the get-go, you cannot charge it in this little case that it's in, and for some reason I thought that this, because they talk about these things not needing an extra case, I thought that this would fit. I thought this would have a mounting point on it. It doesn't. It does need this extra little carriage to mount to things. That's where the clip is on there. So even though they say this thing is waterproof, if you ever want, you're always going to have a handle or something on it. So it's always got to be in some kind of a case, basically, unless you're just holding it like this, which I don't think very many people do, or I guess if it's sitting somewhere indiscreetly. But so it's got to be in some sort of a case to mount it to things. Cannot charge it, can't get at the battery. The only thing you can do is turn it off and on and use the LED or the LCD when it's in its case. So it may not seem like a big deal, but like I was trying to charge it in my car when we were driving, and I didn't even want to because this thing has to be open, and then the charge cord was short, and I didn't want it to fall on the floor and get kicked or something in the dark. And so I just thought, anyways, I thought they would charge in the case. It doesn't matter. So I will do. So opening these ports. The one thing I found they're tough to open, which I guess is good, but you push down on that button and you push over. So the battery one isn't too bad. This also has, so there's the battery and a SIM card, which It does not come with a SIM, or not a SIM, an SD, mini micro SD, and so I put a 64 in there. I had one, and so I threw it in there right away. You can boot it up without it, but I guess it won't record. It'll probably tell you there's no SIM or something. So these lock, make sure they lock nice when you close them. Even though that looks like there's a crack there, there's not. Yeah, it's nice and tight. So this one here was the one that was super hard to get open. And again, maybe because it's new, but you try to push it. So what I actually have to do is push it down with one finger, one hand, and then I've got to use my other finger on my other hand to push it forward. So I'm just going to do that, and it should open. Yeah, definitely using the two fingers works best. So here it's got, so it's got a Type-C USB charge port, so it's different than everything else you probably have. And then it's got a little mini HDMI port there. And again, I mean, when these ports are open, obviously this thing isn't going to be waterproof. Everything has to be nicely closed up, but it's got it looks like a really good system to make sure that those seals around there don't have anything on them when you're closing them up. And when you close that up, it should be nicely sealed and good to go. So I will just turn it on. When you first turn it on, I've already turned it on, so it doesn't show us now, but when you first turn it on, it's got it asks you language, date, and time. It's a little bit finicky. It's touchscreen, but tries to do the iOS type thing where you can spin the numbers to pick your dates. It does not work that great, but I got through it after a few little backs and forwards and pressed the wrong button, but it worked out alright. I haven't even actually hardly done anything with this. It looks like I'm already recording. Very possibly am. Maybe I'll try to work that in somehow. It worked out alright. I haven't even actually hardly done anything with this. It looks like I'm already recording. Very possibly am. Maybe I'll try to work that in somehow if it is. And then, so that's a 1. Oh, if it is. And then, so that's a 1. Oh yeah, so it's a 1 button everything. So I just pressed it, it turned it on and started recording. Press it again, it saves it and turns it off. So I'm guessing, I haven't read the instruction manual, so let's give it a little bit of a hold down and see if I can just turn it on without recording. And it's still recording. Alright. Well, it auto starts recording right away. So give me 1 sec. We'll see this. How to just turn the thing on without recording. So I guess the instructions are good after all. Not that they aren't good, I just didn't read them before. There is a power button on the side as well, which turns it on. There we go. I'm not going to go through all the options because you will be able to look those up online, and they're going to be the same for Canada, US, or wherever you happen to be with this thing. So there you have it. And it shows some stuff on the front as well, which again, you can get all this stuff on their website, or if you do a little research on it. But it does shoot 4K, apparently. It's got hand stabilizing. The difference between this, I guess, is it's got the 4K, which I don't really care about at this point, I don't think. It's got stabilization, which I'm going to be super stoked to see because I want to attach it to my kid. And then the other thing is it's got GPS location, which again, I don't think I'm going to care about, but we'll see. And then the reason why we didn't go with the Session, because it doesn't have an LCD and it doesn't have a removable battery. We probably would have got a Session, but it doesn't have the removable battery, and I want to be able to charge up a couple batteries, because I mean, an hour and a half or an hour and 4, what does it say on here? It says let me read that. It says, well, it says 4 hours, but that's only going to be because of my SD card, I think, that's in there, and the video resolution and all that stuff I'm at. The battery's not going to last that long. I think it's about an hour and a half or hour 45. So but anyways, all the specs on it, like the weight and everything, like, I mean, it's super light. I've never had a GoPro before, so this is the first one. And I just ordered a 50-in-1 kit off Amazon, which I'm going to do a review for as soon as I get it. I'm pretty stoked about that. It's pretty cheap, so I'm sure some of the stuff will be junk in it, but as long as I can get something out of it, and then from there I'll buy the more high-end products for some of the stuff that I need more. But yeah, there we have it. I think that covers everything. Oh, yeah, and this box, I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't know why they make these things so hard to open. Like, if I end up taking this thing back, the box is like half ripped open. That was just me trying to get the camera out of it. So anyways, no big deal. And yeah, so I wonder if I can show you here. Yeah, so if you look there at that, I don't know, it doesn't work very good with my yeah, so if I try to spin this stuff, it spins like the iPhone thing, but then you say I want to go to medium, so I try to flip it to medium. It's like it's definitely not as cool as it could be, but it will work. But it's a little bit cumbersome, the touchscreen is. And it's supposed to have voice activation, which alright, my battery's getting low, so my flash is off. It's supposed to have voice activation, but you probably need to turn it on. GoPro, take a picture. Yeah, I'm guessing you gotta turn it on. So we will do that later. Have any questions, let me know. So I decided to quickly just do a quick little video in my shop here. So this is got field of view is medium. You can go like kind of like more fisheye or more narrow. This is medium. I'm just gonna turn around in my shop. That's looking outside. It's not sunny, but you notice it doesn't change, like go really dark and light, trying to adjust everything. And that is on medium, point of view, 1080, 60 FPS. One other thing I want to make note of, because I did some quick videos on it and I tried to transfer it to the computer. You plug it in and it says unidentified USB device. This is with Windows-based PC. You need to turn it on, otherwise it's not going to let you do it. So you have to press the side button, power the bad boy on, then it will recognize it and you can open it up and copy your video files off of it. You cannot record while it's plugged in, unfortunately. I was hoping to use it for a dash camera and plug it in directly, but maybe it's different with the wall plug, but definitely when it's plugged into a computer, you cannot record with it or anything to make you unplug it. Again, don't know why, but that's the way it is.